Welcome to Shri Chakradhar Education. In this video, we explain the IGNOU PGDEMA Project, course code MESP-049, from start to finish. You will learn what the project is, how to get it approved, how to write and submit it, and how the Viva and evaluation work. Everything here is built from the official School of Education handbook and program guide. Let us answer the main question first. MESP-049 is the compulsory project work of the IGNOU PGDEMA program, the Post Graduate Diploma in Educational Management and Administration. You choose a real problem in the field of educational management, carry out a small-scale research study under an approved guide, and submit a written report. It carries 6 credits, and it is the practical 5th requirement that completes your diploma. Here are the 4 facts that matter most, and we will prove each one from the official documents. The project is worth 6 credits. Your proposal is approved through your regional center. You need a minimum C grade to pass, not just a D. And a Viva-Voce is held at your regional center after evaluation. Keep these 4 in mind for the whole video. It helps to know exactly what is being tested. The official handbook says the purpose is to give you practical, hands-on experience in the scientific process of research. You are not expected to make an original contribution to the field. You are expected to show that you can identify a problem, gather data, analyze it, and draw clear conclusions. That is the whole test, and it keeps the project realistic for a working professional. First, a quick look at the program itself, because your topic must fit inside it. The PGDEMA is a 34-credit diploma from the School of Education. The minimum duration is 1 year and the maximum is 4 years. Eligibility is simple. Any bachelor's degree in any discipline from a recognized university, with preference to working teachers, heads and administrators. The medium of instruction is English. The current program fee is around 7,000 rupees, but please verify the exact figure on the official IGNOU website before you pay. The 34 credits split into 3 parts. 4 compulsory theory courses, MES-041 to MES-044, 6 credits each, giving 24. 1 optional course of your choice, any one of MES-045 to MES-048, worth 4 credits, and the compulsory MESP-049 project work, worth 6 credits. 24 plus 4 plus 6 equals 34. The project is a full 6-credit block, so it deserves real effort. The 4 compulsory papers set the boundary for your topic. MES-041, Growth and Development of Educational Management, MES-042, Dimensions of Educational Management, MES-043, Organizational Behavior, and MES-044, Institutional Management. Together they cover policy, structure, leadership, decision-making, finance, and quality, and your project theme should sit inside this territory. You also choose exactly 1 elective, worth 4 credits. MES-045, School Education, MES-046, Higher Education, MES-047, Open and Distance Education, or MES-048, Alternative Education. Your chosen elective is also fair game for your project theme, so pick the area you are most comfortable researching. Now, a key structural point. The 4 theory courses are judged by assignments and a term-end exam. The project is different. It has no term-end exam and no assignment. It is evaluated entirely on the report you submit and the Viva you attend. That independence is exactly why so many students underestimate it, and exactly why a clear plan wins. Now, the 5 myths that cause rejections and lost marks. Get these right and you are ahead of most of the batch. Myth 1, and it is the most common. Many websites tell you to submit the project to your study center or to the IGNOU headquarters in Delhi. That is wrong. The official handbook is explicit. Both your proposal and your 2 final copies go to the regional director of your concerned regional center. Your study center only handles counseling and assignments. Send the project to the wrong address, and you lose weeks. Myth 2 is about the pass mark. For the theory courses, a D grade that is 40% is enough to pass. For the project, the bar is higher. The official program guide states that a minimum C grade is necessary to pass MESP-049. A C grade means 50% or above. So a weak, rushed report that would scrape a theory pass can still fail the project. Aim well clear of that line. Myth 3. That there is no Viva. Again, the handbook is clear. After your report is evaluated, a Viva-Voce is conducted at your concerned regional center. So you must be ready to explain your objectives, your method, your sample, and your findings in person. Know your own report inside out? That is what the Viva really checks. Myth 4. That you can just write the report and submit it. No. Before you collect any data, your proposal, along with the Appendix 7 Proforma and your guide's consent, must be formally approved by the regional director. An unapproved report is simply not accepted for evaluation. Approval first, research second. Never the other way round. Myth 5 is a simple code trap. You will see this course written as MESP-049 in some places and MES-049 in others. They are the same 6-credit project. The P stands for project, and the supervisor's certificate often uses the shorter MES-049 form. Do not panic and do not treat them as 2 different courses. 1 project, 2 spellings. One more confusion worth clearing. Because they share the MES family, students mix up 3 codes. MESP-049 is our project, PGDEMA, 6 credits, Educational Management and Administration. MESP-001 is a different animal, the 10-credit MA Education Dissertation. And MESP-105 is the PGDHE project. They live in the same school of education, but their rules differ. Follow the PGDEMA handbook only. And a positioning myth. PGDEMA is not a teaching qualification. It is a management and administration diploma designed for educational heads, managers, and administrators. It sharpens leadership, planning, and decision-making. It is not a B.Ed, it is not a M.Ed, and it does not replace them. Knowing this helps you choose a management-focused topic rather than a classroom teaching one. So, to lock it in, 1. Submit to the regional center. 2. You need a minimum C grade. 3. A Viva is held. 4. Approval comes first. And 5. MESP-049 and MES-049 are the same course. Keep these 5. And the rest of the process is just careful execution. Now the full life cycle, from topic to Viva, in 5 clear steps. Here is the whole journey on one slide. Step 1. Choose a topic within the PGDEMA framework. Step 2. Pick an approved guide and write the proposal. Step 3. Get that proposal formally approved by the regional director. Step 4. Carry out the study and write the report. Step 5. Submit 2 copies and attend the Viva. We will now walk through each step. Step 1. The topic. Your problem must sit within the PGDEMA framework, drawn from the compulsory courses MES-041 to MES-044, or from your chosen elective. A random, unrelated classroom teaching topic can be rejected at the approval stage. We keep topic selection light here because we have a dedicated IGNOU project topic selection video. Do watch that for a full list of ideas. The handbook names 4 rich sources for a topic: your own professional experience as a teacher, head, or administrator, theory and professional literature, gaps you spot in journals and research reports, technological and social change, such as new policies or the use of technology in management, and the 4 Ps: people, problems, programs, and phenomena. Any one of these can spark a workable study. To make this real, we will follow one example through every remaining step. Our study is titled, A Study of the Role of School Management Committees in the Administrative Effectiveness of Rural Government Primary Schools. It is a decentralized management topic, so it fits MES-042 and MES-044 cleanly, and it is easy to research at the district level. Watch how it takes shape. Step 2. The guide. You must choose a guide from the approved list of guides. Your guide supervises your proposal, signs the consent, and mentors you through the research. At the end, the guide signs the Appendix 5 certificate, confirming that the work was done under supervision and is genuine and original. Choose a guide whose area matches your topic. Step 3. The proposal, sometimes called the synopsis. Think of it as the blueprint an architect draws before building. It states the problem, its significance, your objectives and hypotheses, and your full research design. We keep proposal writing light in this video because our IGNOU Project Synopsis video teaches it in depth. Cross-link it and follow that for the fine detail. A complete proposal has a fixed set of parts, and the handbook lists them. Title, introduction, and significance of the problem, a clear statement of the problem and your research questions, objectives, written with action verbs, hypotheses where your study needs them, a research design covering the type of study, population, sample, tools, and analysis, and finally delimitations, a bibliography in APA style, and a realistic time schedule. Objectives decide whether your study stays focused, so write them sharply. Each objective should cover one aspect and begin with the action verb. For our example, 4 work well, to describe the composition of school management committees, to find out their role in institutional planning and resources, to ascertain head teachers' views on their effectiveness, and to suggest measures to strengthen them. Notice, describe, find out, ascertain, suggest. Not every study needs a hypothesis, so do not force one. A hypothesis is a testable, tentative statement about a relationship between variables. It can be directional, predicting the direction of the effect, or non-directional. At the analysis stage, you restate it in null form, which negates the relationship. For a purely descriptive survey like ours, clear objectives and research questions can be enough on their own. Step 3 ends at the approval gate. You attach the Appendix 7 Proforma, signed by you and your guide, to the proposal. You send the package to the regional director, experts examine it, and it is returned to you marked approved. Only after that approval may you begin collecting data. Treat this gate seriously. It protects you from doing weeks of work on a topic that would have been rejected. Step 4 is the research itself. With approval in hand, you execute the plan exactly as promised. You select your sample, collect your data with the chosen tools, analyze it, and test any hypotheses. This is the heart of the project. Done honestly, carefully, and on schedule. In the next section, we will look at how the sampling, tools, and analysis actually work. Let us look under the bonnet. Research type, sampling, tools, and analysis. First, choose the right type of research because it decides everything after it. Descriptive and survey research simply describes the current status of things. Surveys, case studies, and correlational work. This is the best fit for most PGDEMA projects, including ours. Experimental research instead manipulates a variable to measure its effect. And there is also historical and action research. Let the problem choose the method, not the other way round. Next, sampling. How you pick who to study. Probability sampling gives every unit a known fixed chance of selection. simple, random, stratified, systematic, and multi-stage. Non-probability sampling chooses by convenience or judgment. Incidental, quota, purposive, and snowball. For a district-level school survey, stratified random sampling is often the cleanest choice because it represents each type of school fairly. Let us apply that to our example. We might select 40 rural government primary schools in a single district, using stratified random sampling so different blocks are fairly represented. Within each school, we survey the school management committee members and the head teacher. The sample is small, representative, and realistic. The kind of scope you can actually complete alongside the rest of the PGDEMA. Now the tools that gather your data. A questionnaire with closed and open questions mailed or handed over in person. An interview, structured or unstructured, in a face-to-face setting. Observation, participant or non-participant, structured or free, and checklists and attitude scales, such as a 5-point Likert scale, to measure opinions. For our study, a questionnaire plus a short interview works well. If you build your own questionnaire or scale, you must show it can be trusted. Validity means the tool actually measures what it claims to measure. Reliability means it gives consistent results when repeated. So have subject experts review your items, run a small tryout on a handful of respondents, and report both in the report. This is exactly the kind of rigor a Viva examiner rewards. Once data is collected, you analyze and interpret it. Quantitative data uses simple statistics, percentages, averages, and tests such as chi-square where a relationship needs checking. Qualitative data like interview responses uses content and logical analysis. Then comes interpretation, the part students skip. You must state clearly what the numbers mean, not merely repeat what they are. Meaning is what earns marks. Finally, you close the loop with conclusions. Every conclusion must tie back directly to the objectives and hypotheses you set at the start. Say what you found, what it implies for educational management and administration in practice, and where future research could go, and never draw a conclusion your data does not support. Honesty here protects you in the Viva and keeps the report credible. Now the report itself, its 5 chapters, its format, and how you submit it. The official report has a fixed 5-chapter skeleton, and following it exactly makes life easy. Chapter 1. Introduction. Chapter 2. Review of related literature. Chapter 3. Methodology of the study. Chapter 4. Analysis and interpretation. And Chapter 5. Summary and conclusions. After these come the bibliography and the appendices. Let us take them in turn. Chapter 1 introduces the problem in full. It carries the background and rationale, the statement of the problem, your research questions, objectives, any hypotheses, the operational definitions of your terms, and the delimitations. Chapter 2 is the review of related literature. Here you survey earlier studies to show the gap your own work fills. It proves your problem is genuinely worth studying. Chapter 3 is the methodology. It describes your research design, the population, the sample, the tools you used, and how the data was collected and analyzed. Chapter 4 is the heart of the whole report. Here you present your data in tables and figures, each followed by clear discussion, pointing out the important facts and relationships, not repeating every number. This is where your findings come alive. Chapter 5 is, in practice, the most read chapter, so write it with care. It briefly restates the problem, objectives, and method. It lists your major findings, discusses them, and states your conclusions and their implications for educational management. It ends with suggestions for further research. Many examiners read this chapter first to judge the whole study, so make it clear, honest, and self-contained. The handbook fixes the format so there is no guesswork. Type the report on A4 paper, Use a 12-point font, use double line spacing, and reference everything in APA style. Keep the language formal, avoid personal pronouns, and use the words the researcher or the investigator instead. Small, consistent formatting choices signal a serious report. Before Chapter 1, 3 preliminary pages matter most. The cover page, carrying the title, your name, enrollment number, your guide's name, and the month and year. Then the student's declaration stating the work is original and not submitted anywhere else. Then the supervisor's certificate confirming supervision. And remember to bind a copy of your approved proposal into the report, exactly as the checklist requires. Step 5. Submission. You submit 2 hardbound copies of the report to the regional director of your concerned regional center, by registered post or by hand. Note that these copies are not returned to you, so keep a personal spare. Also keep your approved proposal and Proforma safe. You will want them, and your own copy of the report, in front of you at the Viva. After your report is evaluated, you attend the Viva-Voce at your regional center. There is nothing to fear if you did your own work. Expect questions on why you chose the topic, what your objectives were, how you gathered your data, and what you actually found. Speak simply and honestly about your own study. Examiners can tell at once who understands their report and who does not. Putting evaluation together, the report is evaluated first, then the Viva is conducted at the regional center. You need a minimum C grade that is 50% to pass. Clear it, and you earn all 6 project credits and complete your PGDEMA. A note for planning. Exact mark split between report and Viva is not published, so treat both as equally important. Finally, the judgment questions students actually ask before enrolling. Is the PGDEMA valid and recognized? Yes. IGNOU is a central university, and its diplomas are recognized by the Association of Indian Universities and are treated at par with other Indian universities. For any official detail, fees, dates, recognition, always verify on the official IGNOU website. We would rather you check than take our word for it. Is it worth it? And who is it for? PGDEMA suits teachers, heads of institutions and administrators who want to grow into leadership and management roles. It is flexible, low cost, and adds a recognized management credential to your profile. For a working professional already inside the education system, it is a practical, affordable step up. And the project is where you prove you can apply what you learned. What about career and scope? The skills you build in this program and this project, planning, decision-making, research, and professional writing, are valued in school and college administration, education management, and coordination roles. We keep this qualitative on purpose. We do not promise any particular salary or placement, because that would be dishonest. What we can say is that the credential and the skills genuinely strengthen an administration career. Let us answer the question students search for most. Can I submit the MESP-049 report to my study center? No. Both the proposal and the 2 final copies go to your regional director at your regional center. Is a Viva compulsory for MESP-049? Yes. A Viva-Voce is conducted at your regional center after the report is evaluated. 2 more. How many marks or what grade do I need to pass? A minimum C grade, 50%, is required to pass the project, which is stricter than the theory pass, and is MESP-049 the same as MES-049? Yes, exactly the same 6-credit project. The P simply stands for project. 1 course, 2 spellings. So here is your whole MESP-049 in one breath. Get the proposal approved first. Work under a guide from the approved list. Follow the 5-chapter format on A4, double-spaced in APA. Submit 2 hardbound copies to your regional director. Then clear the Viva with a minimum C grade. Do that and your 6 credits are yours. That is the complete IGNOU PGDEMA Project Guide for MESP-049. For topic ideas, synopsis, help and formatting, see the linked videos. And for personal guidance, reach us on WhatsApp or at ignouproject.com. If this helped, subscribe to Shri Chakradhar Education for more IGNOU guidance. This is BK Sani, and I wish you a smooth approval, a strong report, and a confident Viva. Thank you for watching.